Alright, guys, do you feel like you have tried everything? You have given in your all, you have tried all the strategies, all the templates, all the tricks, you have taken a number of mock tests, you have taken multiple attempts, and it's not happening. Every time you go for the test, you feel you have done good this time, you're going to crack it. But when you look at the scorecard, the scores are even lower than your previous attempts, and you are not really able to understand what's going on. This is a story of many students, and I know how it feels. In this video, I'll be sharing with you why majority of the students are not able to get their desired scores and how to exactly get your desired scores in the shortest time possible. I have personally scored 90 14 times, and I have trained thousands of students who have successfully achieved the desired scores, and I know what exactly it takes to get the desired scores and what are the reasons why students miss out on their desired scores. Despite putting a lot of effort, despite doing everything correct, they are still not able to get their desired scores. In this video, we'll be having a look at few of the common reasons why majority of the students do not hit their target, what you should be doing instead to get your desired scores. On top of that, I'll be busting out a few myths which you should be aware of so that you can get your desired scores, because I don't really want your journey to be a struggle. I want it to be a smooth sail towards your destination, which is your desired scores. Let's get started with the video. The very first reason why majority of the students do not get their desired scores are using unmodified templates or just using the templates blindly. Templates are fantastic. I'll highly recommend you to use the templates. But following a template blindly is not going to work, especially after the changes. You need to make sure you follow the template properly. What you have to do when you follow the template, you need to understand it, you need to add relevant content. If it's describe image, you need to speak content from the image. If it's read a lecture, you need to have enough phrases, not just single word keywords from the lecture. When it comes to essay, content is extremely important, and Pearson's system is smart enough to detect a template. I really want you to be very careful, and I want you to give your best to add relevant content so that your template actually works. Templates are fantastic, I've told you already, but it's not just the template which will get you the scores. It's more about how you use the template and more about how relevant the content is in your answer. Common mistake number two is ignoring or underestimating the important question types and not really focusing and not really being sure of what is important and what is not. When it comes to PT, especially after the changes, everything is important. You have to give your best on everything. Yes, some questions are highly important, you have to spend more time on those, but there's nothing you should not be focusing or not be putting any effort on. What you have to focus more on, you have to still focus a lot on your repeat sentence and write from dictation. After the changes, I see everyone talking about write from dictation is not important, don't stress about it. It is still important. Even though if it's not the most important question type, it is important. So be very careful. You need to focus on read aloud a bit, more on repeat sentence, describe image, summarize group discussion, respond to a situation. Writing summarize written text, writing essay, extremely important. Both the reading blanks and reorders. A bit on MCQ multiples as well, you cannot ignore those. Listening, summarize spoken text, listening blanks, highlight incorrect words and write from dictation. Extremely important. Focus a bit on MCQ multiple and highlight correct summary as well, because these are going to give you few points in listening, and highlight correct summary is going to give you points in reading as well. Don't worry much about answer short questions, MCQ single or select missing word in reading and listening. Both MCQ single you don't need to stress much about. But when I say do not stress much about those, means you have to give your best, but you do not have to spend a lot of time. So be very careful. Mistake number three is ignoring grammar mistakes in summarized spoken text. Whenever we talk about grammar in PT, everyone tells me, okay, grammar is important for reading. Grammar rules are extremely important for reading. But grammar is not just important for reading, it's extremely important for summarized spoken text. It is extremely important for summarized written text and essay. Whenever you write a summary in listening, writing, or writing essay, you have to make sure you proofread properly so that there are no grammar mistakes. If you're confused, frame a simple sentence instead, but do not write any word or sentence you're not sure. Same thing goes for spelling. Spelling mistakes in summarized spoken text are heavily penalized. So I really want you to be careful about the spelling mistakes in summarized spoken text and essay. If there's any word you're doubtful about, you're not really sure about, do not write it. But if you're writing it, make sure you give your 100%. This was mistake number 3. Let's move on to mistake number 4. All of us, we have been through this. Time management in PT test, especially in the reading and listening module. When you're taking the test, you want everything to be perfect. You do not want to leave any stone unturned. You have to make sure, you try to make sure, yes, everything, even MCQ single, whenever, even when you know that this is not the most important question type, you try and give your best, which is good. You should be having this attitude. However, you have to be practical when you take the test. There are few questions which are not going to contribute a lot towards your modules, so you have to manage your time wisely. Make sure you focus on time management in reading. When it comes to reading, you have to make sure you do not spend more than 2 to 2.5 minutes on reading blanks. Drag and drop down both. Reading reorder paragraphs maximum 2 minutes. MCQ multiple maximum 40 seconds. An MCQ single will be the last question type of your module. And in this module, you will have an overall time. So let's say if you're left with 5 minutes for 2 MCQ single, take your time. If you don't have enough time, just give your best. But you don't have any question after this, so whatever time you're left with, you can spend on MCQ single. For listening, time management is significantly important. A lot of students, they underestimate the importance of time management. Listening module is designed in such a way that questions which are not really important are in the middle and the most important question types are at the end. So if you waste time on questions in the middle which are not that important, you're going to struggle to finish off your test, and that can create a lot of problems. Listening is divided into two parts. Part 1 is summarized spoken text, where you just get one summary and you get 10 minutes for it. There's no rollover time. So let's say if you spend 8 minutes, you won't be getting extra 2 minutes in the next question. So part 1, summarize spoken text, take complete 10 minutes. After that, part 2, you have to manage your time properly, manage your time wisely. You cannot move on to the next question until and unless your audio is complete. So you'll have to listen to the audio anyway. MCQ multiple, you have to make sure you do not spend more than 20 to 30 seconds after the audio. Listening, fill in the blanks 40 to 50 seconds after the audio, because you'll have to type in your answers and you have to proofread as well. Select missing word, MCQ single, 20 seconds after the audio. Highlight correct summary. Options can be long, around 40-50 seconds. You don't have to exactly look at the clock and see if I've crossed the 40-second mark. It's just an estimate. You can take a bit less, bit more, but you should be conscious about timing as well. Highlight incorrect words. After the audio, you do not have much to do, so don't worry much about spending time in highlight incorrect words, just 5-7 seconds after the audio. And last, write from dictation. One of the important question types. You have to make sure after the audio, you have to spend maximum of 50 seconds per write from dictation, or including the audio time 1 minute per sentence or per write from dictation. If you follow this time management, things are going to be easier and you will definitely be able to crack your test. Now let's have a look at the last common reason why majority of the students are still struggling to get their desired scores. This is common, this is natural. I've been through this. This is stress, nervousness, and anxiety on the test day. Even if you ask me today to go and take the test, I'll be nervous. I am nervous every time I go and sit for the test. It's a natural thing, but we have to make sure we balance it out. Be confident, be calm. You cannot do much now. Whatever you have to give your best. You make mistakes, you ignore those, just move on. PT is a performance test. It's not just a language test. Doesn't matter how well you're prepared, if you do not perform in those 2 hours, you are going to struggle to get your desired scores. Before your test, just be calm, relaxed, take God's name if you wish to. Stay calm, just revise whatever you have done till date. But most importantly, to get rid of your nervousness, anxiety, you have to make sure you at least take 3 to 4 full mock tests before your test, so that you know what's going to happen when you go and sit for the test. you have been through the same environment and scenario, and when you actually take the test, you'll not be nervous. Expose yourself to the similar scenario so that when you actually go and sit in the real test, you are not nervous, you're confident, and you give your best. Remember, when you go and sit for the test in a single room, there will be 7 to 8 candidates speaking at the same time. It will be loud. So, whenever you practice, play some kind of background noise and practice, especially the speaking part, because there will be a lot of background noise when you actually go and sit for the test. So prepare yourself accordingly. Take mock test. To take the mock test, you can anytime go on languageacademy.com.au. The mock tests are designed exactly the same way as you'll have your actual test, and that will help you get in a better shape and prepare better for your PT test. Now let's debunk few of the common myths which I am getting from a lot of students. First one is templates are banned. It's just a myth. You can still use templates, you can still use structures, but you'll have to add relevant content. Second, you cannot add extra words in write from dictation. You can still add extra words in write from dictation. I've tested it, tried it. It works. You have to make sure you add extra words. But many times what happens is you go for the test, you add extra words, and you instantly think, okay, I've added extra words. This guy told me, and now I should be getting 90. See, extra words will only help you get the scores if you have written the correct words as well. If you just write wrong words everywhere, or if you use a strategy which I have told you but you're not following it properly, you're not going to get the scores. For example, there was one strategy I used to tell every student, go and follow one and strategy. Some students, when they were not able to get their desired scores in speaking and reading, they never used to analyze their scores and they straight away put the blame on this strategy. Strategies, templates, structures will work if you learn how to implement them and if you follow them properly. Using the same template, one student will get 90, the other one will even get 40. So it's not just the template which will get you the scores, it's more about how you use it. So be very careful and also understand the marking criteria. And the last one is each and every question will be checked by human. That's not the case. PT has implemented human involvement or human checking in 7 different question types, but that will only happen if whenever you submit your response, artificial intelligence or AI or the scoring mechanism thinks that you have used the template and there's no relevant content in your answer, then it will be marked by a human checker. If you add relevant content and address the question properly, you will be 100% fine. Alright, that's it from this video. If you're watching the video till here, that means you are actually committed. You actually want to give 100% to get your desired scores. And trust me, you're closer to your desired scores. Just follow and implement the plan I've given you today. Understand your mistakes, work on the same, take mock test, learn what PT test is expecting from you, what's the right marking criteria, what are the right templates, and how you have to manage your time, and you will be there soon. If I have done it, if thousands of students are doing it every day, you can do it as well. Just be calm. Whenever you go and sit for the test, you do not get your desired scores. Don't just keep on practicing. Give yourself some time, analyze your mistakes, analyze your scorecard, see where you have gone wrong, and then practice. Do not just push the wall. Understand why you're not improving. Work on those areas, and you'll be 100% fine. That's it from this video. I hope the video was helpful. If it was, do like, share, and subscribe. That helps the channel to grow as well. That keeps me motivated and that helps the video to reach more audience. If you need any help, do let me know in the comment section. To get any kind of assistance, online or on-campus training, feel free to give us a call, send us a message. We have got a campuses in India, in Australia, and in Nepal as well. And we do provide online classes. We have got 12 sessions running every day according to different time zones. Just give us a call, send us a message. We will be with you and we will give 100% to help you out. Like we have helped more than 50,000 students till date. That's it. Now you can go on languageacademy.com.au, register and start practicing, or you can download the LA PT exam practice app as well.